representation in the competitive space.
Yes. Representation is in fact important. We love seeing it. LX, I'm glad he's playing the Jae-Yun in particular, just because like if you know LX for anything, it's for winning BCX with Jae-Yun.
Yes.
So he's gonna be back onto that gold standard for him. He hasn't been performing too hotly as of late, but with those recent buffs like you were talking about, maybe it's time for LX to shine.
Yeah, Great Sword's got a lot more knockout power, especially with that recovery, getting a little bit more of that into its kit. It's not pre-BCX nerf values, but it's still pretty darn good. And we're seeing them on the Small Fortress of Lions, one of the new stages in the 2v2 competitive space after MSI, and Yukki goes down immediately on the right side of the stage.
Yo, right side LX gonna take another one. Yukki spot dodges through.
Yeah, that was scary. I thought
stuck there.
I thought Yukki just wasn't gonna make it back after how deep they went down for that down air, but there he goes. Tries to get the side light started up, and Bruxo sidelights himself right and to the left, gets a bunch of damage in, and LX thought that Yukki was gonna go a little bit further for that side sig, and he didn't quite get the read correct.
Well, that was a really good DI from Yukki as well, right? It was two sword neutral lights, so he DIs up so he doesn't get that horizontal movement.
I didn't even catch that. Oh, he's fully charged the neutral signature, and Ailzo just gets caught by it. Yukki on the right side of the stage. That side sig will take him down. The Nair comes through as Ailzo sweating, and a double knockout of Bruxo. Side sigs from side of the stage to the left, and it's 6 stocks to 2. Duke, this is brutal.
Yeah, this is
They're not making a very good argument for guitars right now.
Well, also, it's not like LX is making the biggest argument for Greatsword right now. It's been a lot of sword play coming out from this red team, just controlling the pace. They're winning their 1v1s. Here comes LX, gets the dodge read as well, but he disengages.
You were asking for a good argument with the Greatsword there, and that might have been it. Recovery comes through, but that ground pound will get it, and Yukki and Ailzo have signs of life. Going into this game one. Is that down sig into ground pound? Caspian special off the right side. I was hoping that'd go into a stock, but it doesn't. He's a little bit more damaged, but this is all right. Ailzo and Yukki are starting to get some Qatar team combos started up here as Yukki can't make it back to the stage, but Ailzo gets a nice neutral light, neutral signature double down air, chase dodge up. LX with the assist. Can Ailzo get the knockout on Alex as well? Oh, he uses the neutral sig to make it back, and Ailzo goes down, but that was a really, really great effort coming out from Ailzo there on the left side of the stage. The guitars really came online. They just needed that minute warm-up period, which just happened to have them lose 4 stocks.
It took them a little bit, you know, like a tree fell on the power lines. Finally, a technician came out, and they're like, all right, we're online.
The entire time, it's like, well, shoot, it's 90 degrees outside, and my AC doesn't work anymore. But they're cooling off now. Well, I guess that analogy didn't work too well in the space of competition.
Now they're heating up.
They're heating up. They like it to be 90 degrees. In fact, they're in 40-degree weather, and they need it to be a sauna.
We need to turn on the heater. But here we go.
Bruxo's podium's literally on fire.
LX changing up the Jae-Yun skin. No swaps on the side of the blue team, which, like, I'm
okay with this. I'm okay with it.
Really?
Yeah, well, we were just talking about how great Ailzo looked in the last 30 seconds because they finally got their heater
but there was a whole other, like, 4 minutes where it was not.
We don't really, you know, it's the best of 5 for a reason.
You're right.
You can just pretend like it didn't happen because ultimately the final score line is what matters here. Ailzo opening up on the gauntlets and Yukki on the axe. I mean, we might as well just have a standard doubles composition here right now. Ignore the fact that it's Raphael and Caspian, and you're good to go. Neutral sig comes forward, and Alex gets a great combo there. Ailzo, not as damaged as Yukki, but still looking pretty hurt. I thought Yukki was going to go in for the team combo there, but he switches his focus over onto Alex. And that side sig does not quite hit either, but the sider gets the stuff recovery. Can Alex go down here? Ailzo dips a little too far for a recovery. I thought it was going to be a Nair follow-up, but no. Recovery comes out instead, and that neutral sig stopped once again. Ailzo going for a lot of jump reads, but they're not jumping.
No, they're definitely not falling for it, and here comes the team combo. LX down light, side air. Bruxo wasn't ready for it, didn't get the follow-up, but still, Yukki took a bunch of damage there.
Oh, and the siders comes out from LX, gets swatted away by the guitars there. D-Light comes through. Bruxo, I like that idea, right? He spot dodged the D-Light and tried to get him with a backswing of the side sig, maybe in a previous patch, but that side sig does not quite hit as far behind as he would like it to, and they managed to hold on, but you know, Duke, maybe you had something, maybe you were onto something. Right.
Well, all I'm saying is, like, usually when you lose 4 stocks before they lose 1, you change. Usually that's the rule.
You adapt, right? You adapt with your game. It's different for everybody.
That's true.
And I was hopeful for a slightly different outcome because of how it started happening towards the end here, but Alex and Bruxo just tightened up. And I mean, it's 5 stocks to 2, which is better than 6 stocks to 2.
Oh, he's going deep. Still lit? Okay.
He caught him with the neutral light and then still managed to finish the knockout. Really fancy. It would be really cool if they didn't have such a deficit to come back from here. Yukki with the guitars gets a neutral light onto Bruxo. Alex being swatted way to the side. Ailzo, that signature's not working out for you today. It's just...
got him.
All right, almost takes Yukki out in the process, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Down sig, go for the second one. Yes! Oh, I was so ready for it, but I think the momentum on the turnaround took him a little further than he would have liked. Something about last stock Ailzo's catching everybody off guard.
It's definitely a different beast. And oh no.
That Sarah momentum was a little too strong. Yukki gets the nair into side air. Bruxo goes down to one stock, and Alex with the weapon throw forces the recovery up a little bit early, and, well, wrong direction, but good try. Ooh.
He burns his dodge there, and LX goes in. Recovery not quite enough. He has yet to touch ground, and he won't as LX hits the recovery. That's going to be 2-0 in favor of Bruxo and LX. And you know what? Like, as much as I'm griefing this blue team for, like, losing a bunch of stocks before the red team really starts sweating, that was, like, final stocks at the end of it.
Yeah. I wouldn't quite say it was, like, doable final stocks.
But it was final stocks.
It was final stocks. That is correct.
You get to just screenshot that last part. You're like, wait, it was close.
Getting two stocked is pretty normal in a 2v2 when you lose, right? But we've got quite a change up here.
A little bit, yeah. So Ailzo's over to the Doll Sim, which is it still has the gauntlets.
Yeah, but we have.
But then you have.
It's just interesting to me because Ailzo was on Caspian.
Yeah.
But now we have Yukki on Diamond Head, which is
the Caspian
crossover, right? So sometimes that just happens. I saw this in EU as well. Like somebody would be leading in with Ulgrim, and then they would switch who was playing Ulgrim.
3, 2, 1.
And I'm like,
it's totally different.
And there's I guess there's like moments where it's kind of like, okay, for our play style and our team composition to work, somebody has to be on Caspian, which I doubt, but maybe, right? Grasping at straws here. We're going to game number 3. It's a 2-0 lead for Bruxo and LX. And we've now got Yukki on the Diamond Head as Ailzo's on the Dawson off the left side of the stage. I like that sidestick coming out. And already we're seeing a very big playstyle shift between the two Caspians that we've seen on the screen. As Yuki's already put out more side sigs than Ailzo ever did. But Ailzo goes down, and that ground pound on the down sig almost works out as Bruxo gets the alley-oop, and Ailzo tries to get the ground pound punished. That's going to be Alex's stock, maybe?
Oh, that end sig is so much hype, but Ailzo is there for the finisher. Will keep this stock count even. Yuki's in trouble, but there's the help from Ailzo.
First lead of the game, of the set, rather.
Of the set, yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. And Yukki doing fantastic on the Diamond Head so far, although mostly the knockouts have been Ailzo getting ground pounds and down sigs on the left side of the stage, but that is a 3-hit coming out from the Greatsword. Sidelights finisher as well. Yukki goes down, and Ailzo's just trying to avoid a ton of attacks coming down here. I don't think I've got any Gauntlet Greatsword team combos off the back of my head that I'm expecting to see, so it would be nice to see Bruxo and Alex get that set up, but Ailzo's not letting it happen as they're going further into this game number 3, fighting for their tournament life.
They haven't really been looking for those team combos as a whole. Instead, it's just been like these big hits, and then LX, like up to a certain point, it's just like, all right, Alex, you do your Greatsword stuff.
Oh, and Yukki gets that knockout. This is a solid lead. Ailzo can't be taken out just yet. Bruxo gets the nair. Alex makes it back in those side sigs. I feel like this is like Yukki being like, Ailzo, this is how you do it.
This is what you had. Just do this.
Why didn't you just do this? This is how you play Caspian. You picked the wrong skin, too. Diamond Head's way cooler. Look at that. That's way more likely to hit than a bomb.
Even though it's exactly the same.
No.
It looks different, though.
It is about the aesthetic. Oh, look, he almost gets it, actually. He might be playing around a little bit too much there because he also goes off the left side of the stage, and because he didn't get that stock, never mind. There it is, and it hits! It hit Duke. First neutral sig of the set, and look at this. Bruxo towards the top of the stage sweating as Alex and Bruxo are kind of like, wow, this new team composition's a lot harder to deal with.
This completely different character that's definitely not Caspian just feels so weird. Oh, Yukki on the right side, though. Down airs closer.
Nice
gets back
save
up.
from Ailzo.
Ailzo's been doing that in this match.
Yeah, the down airs, the ground pounds, whatever have you, right as it looks like Yuki's about to lose that stock. Ailzo comes in, but, ooh, I don't know about that time. Ailzo gets the side air. Ailzo, I can't believe you're going down there.
The nair,
the ground pound. Ailzo with the double ground pound.
Turn
Is
around.
that going to be it? Bruxo has to go back in. Yukki with the down sig off the Caspian just to get him to stop from touching the stage and gets that win there in game number 3.
They're on the board.
Excited. Oh, I'm excited about this. It is with the Diamond Head as well. And really, it just feels great watching Yukki on this character. Sorry, Ailzo. I like you a lot better on the Dulcim. Great team play coming out there. We're going to see that down sig. Gets LX as he's jumping to the stage, because I was thinking, yeah, it didn't look like it was about to hit there, but LX was like, I have to get my jumps back.
Catch 22.
And he's completely covered there. And that is there are very few characters that can cover the ledge as well as Diamond Head was able to in that scenario. Great game 3.
Those big projectiles. Tuz out here, coming out saying Caspian diff. Is really.
Yes! Yes! But more importantly, Ailzo, look at what your teammate is doing. Side sig's really good.
It is, and there's
it's fast and it's got good range, which most guitar sigs don't have that like disjointed range, right? When it comes to covering somebody from the ledge, most of the time when you commit with a guitar side sig, you're like committing with like your body, so there's a risk that you're gonna get knocked out, right? With the Suri, maybe you could hold it and keep charging, but most of the time, you know.
I mean, that's one of the big things that Yukki is using is those big projectiles, that long range on the down sig, like you said, the guitar side sig in particular, and even the neutral sig. He's throwing out these projectiles, just taking up space, just covering all this stuff. It's stuff that you're not really seeing from his gauntlets. He's not throwing out gauntlet side sigs. He does have the gauntlet down sig, which he's thrown out a couple of times, but all in all, it's been those projectiles.
I think it's been like, I think it's been guitar side sig, down sig, and then gauntlet neutral sig. It's just the furthest reaching moves. I think he may have done the down sig, but it's like, it's a little bit too committal, I think. It'll be interesting to see how this comes through here as LX is getting back into the match and locking in the Jayun as we're going to game number 4. May see a change of scenery, but Ailzo and Yukki, they can't drop another game because they'll be out of the tournament completely, right? So they're committed to this Dulcim Diamond Head team combo here, going up against Akuma and Jayun from LX and Bruxo. Where are we going to be going for game number 4? Is it Spirit Realm? I haven't seen Spirit Realm once a day.
Yeah, I haven't seen Spirit Realm as well.
Oh,
it's potentially Miami. Could be Small Brawlhalla. I doubt the Demon Island.
Small Brawlhalla would be wild.
But yeah, I also think Small Brawlhalla. You know, I'm gonna just call it Miami though.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna call it Miami.
Ooh, should I call something too?
Yeah, do it before it's too late.
Demon Island.
Okay.
Dang it. I wanted to pick Miami Dome, but you picked. You can't do that to me.
That's how it works.
What do you mean?
Predict first. Get better.
I guess I could have made a decision faster. Fine. Caspian diff.
3, 2,
Game
1.
number 4. Blue team holding on for dear life.
I hope blue team 5-stocks them after you said that.
Okay. In no way is that an insult to me.
Well, you just said they're holding on to dear life.
They are though. They're one game away from getting knocked out.
They might just be holding on to like life. It's it's not so dire, dude.
They've got the life preserver. It's not a full-on door in the Titanic. You know. It's
oh my goodness. So, Yukki gets the nice little follow-up there off of Ailzo. Ailzo takes him off stage. Oh, but that was such a great sword string coming out from LX. Yukki could go out pretty early here. Can't recover underneath the stage. And unarmed, we can see those exclamation points coming out. That was a long time Yukki spent without interacting with an opponent there, but there's the neutral light, interrupts it, and Ailzo just brings out the side sig. Nice pivot down there. Down sig, it's worth, I think. Especially if it gets this knockout.
Yukki was, that was definitely worth. Ailzo playing dangerously.
Ailzo, you're going to slip.
Exclamation points, he gets up, he gets up.
You got to touch for a little bit, right? Because if you play around in the air too much, you could be in that wall slip mode and not have your dodge, and that can be pretty scary. Neutral light comes through. LX gets that down air coming through, and oh no, doesn't get the spike on the nair afterwards. Who's going to go down first? It's LX. Ailzo stands his ground, stretches those arms, and side sigs off the right side of the stage, and still living, even after that ground pound hits him square on the head as the blue team takes the lead here in game 4.
So don't fire till you see the whites of his eyes, right? Just charged up the side sig till he was close enough to hit. Ailzo gonna finally fall, but Bruxo's taking the brunt of the damage for the red team. This blue team looking good.
Best sig in the game. Look at that. Look at it.
Deciding that now.
Do it again.
Oh,
yeah, he did it again.
Follow-up from Ailzo.
Fourth time, Yukki. Go. Slide charge neutral sig. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. Yeah, okay.
What's the coverage?
Wait, that one actually hits, and Ailzo gets the damage through. Silent recovery. Oh, blue team's popping off with this combination. I'm loving it, Duke. And there's that weapon throw up. Sidelight hits.
Nice.
Just tons of damage all over the place. That D-Light Sider hits everyone on the screen except for the person using it. That neutral sig almost comes through and hits. And no follow-up after that neutral light connects. No, that was a great neutral stick from Ailzo. Just didn't quite get the right spacing. But blue team's still in the lead. Who's going to go down next?
Ooh,
is it Alex or is
touch.
it somebody on the blue team? Alex avoids what could have been death there, and Bruxo takes some good damage. There's the side air, but the bounce saves him.
Dodges up. Ailzo holding on.
Oh, that was
back up safely. Oh, didn't charge it, so didn't get the distance, but the recovery hits. Yukki takes out the teammate. Keeping this one close. Yukki holding on to that stock
literally
advantage.
shot him in the back. Wow. And now it's a completely even game. Ailzo, get off the side of the stage there. That's scary to do. I guess it's scarier to be in a 1v2 combo, so maybe not. Downstick comes through, no dodge, means Alex is trying to swing at him. Can't quite get the hit, but the team combo to Alex doesn't get the neutral light finisher. But good damage on the Yukki regardless. Oh, and the team combo to the recovery. Yukki with the guitars puts out the neutral signature, but Alex recovers low in the side sig. Is that going to be enough? Bruxo gets the turnaround. So much damage to it. Alex could go down.
NC connects. There's one. NC connects.
Yo. Oh, it's game 5. And Yukki and Ailzo on the diamond head, and Dawson are bringing it to game 5?
Yo,
dude, Yukki has like become my favorite player in South America today.
This is what's essentially happening here is like when you queue Valorant and someone auto locks your main, like they auto lock Jet, and you're like, man, I would have done so much better. So you queue again and you auto lock it first. And you're like, let me show you, man. Like, let me show
it's
you.
Like any game with a character select. Although it's like. Even like from like a meme level, like the way that Yukki is playing, where I'm like, neutral stick again, he does it. I'm like, that's right. That's
it's in the red team's head. They don't know what to do as LX swaps over to the Negan for game number 5, hoping that this skin will be the one.
That was the issue. We need total crossover, right?
Yeah.
And LX was still on Jaehyun. Now he's on Negan. Going into this game number 5. I can't believe I'm saying that. Blue team was down 5 stocks twice in a row.
Brutal,
yeah,
man.
You were just completely denying them, and I was like over here like, Duke, I promise.
I said swap characters. That's all I was just saying swap, and I was right.
It's like they didn't even like swap characters; they just swapped seats. it's like, oh, let me play. I want to play on your account, Yukki, because you have Diamond Head and I don't. But no, that's not what happened. Yukki's style of Caspian so much different from Ailzo, and we're going to game number 5 here with a sick team combo into a side sig, and they're still going on the Bruxo as the neutral light and recovery hits it. Ailzo fakes him out with the down sig, gets the side air, and that down sig comes so close to taking Bruxo's first stock off here at game 5. We just see down sig after down sig, side sig after side sig. He's just letting the crystals fly here.
That was a legitimate team combo using gauntlets and katars. Something I have not seen as the end sig.
Point neutral sig.
Oh no, he might take out his teammate. Save him.
He's fine. Right. He's fine. He's coming back. That team combo comes through from LX, gets the recovery. Yeah, gauntlets and katars. Look at that. Side sig doesn't hit. Recovery tries to go for the double there. As that recovery hits, not enough to take him out, but they can focus over on the Bruxo, and they do. Neutral light comes through. Side sig interrupts anything that LX had an idea of starting here, and they're up 6 stocks to 4 Duke. Uh-oh.
All right, they went from a life preserver and a dinghy, and now they're you know what? The National Guard has come out, and they're like, yo, we're living.
Who's holding on to dear life now, Duke?
Exactly. They put a hole in the boat of Alex and
honestly,
Bruxo.
it looks like everybody's at risk of drowning here because it's really close, right? Like, it's 4-4. Bruxo's a little bit damaged, but if Alex is able to get another one of those solid landings on the greatsword, that could be someone's fresh stock into red in an instant. Recovery doesn't hit. Bruxo gets a recovery of his own. Yukki playing on the gauntlets, I'm like, kind of go back over to the guitars, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's right there. You see the weapon. We needed one gauntlet neutral sig before he switched over.
Oh, caught them both, but it only launches one.
No recovery. No recovery. He has to dodge back to the stage. He does dodge through, and he dive kicks a touch. Great dodge on the down light. Yukki on this last stock, however, that's looking scary for the blue team. Silent whiffs, he gets the nair, catches him out of the neutral signature, but Alex getting so much damage on the greatsword, avoids the ground pound. He gets spiked to the stage, but he dodges back, and he's still holding on here with 2 stocks as Yukki is getting damaged on his last one.
Big side air comes out. LX will launch him. He is dominating right now. The swap on the character skin clearly working out for him. Goes in, doesn't hit the neutral light, so he's not going to go for more.
Oh, and Yukki and Ailzo both putting out the fire there, trying to get somebody to get knocked out. There's the side air. They can swap over to LX. The down sig bounces him off the stage. As you said, in that recovery, well, no stage to bounce off there. It's even with numbers, but other than that, it's solidly in the red team's lead. And now Ailzo and Yukki have to find that team combo or that early knockout to stop themselves from getting eliminated and move on into the bracket.
The concern is Yukki.
Oh.
He's the most damaged. He's got the side airs. Should be able to touch. Okay, he touches.
Oh, that wall slip, though. Activates so much sooner
launch.
now. Oh, the Nurturing hits! Stops Alex.
Oh, that's it. The side sig. It's all left to Ailzo in the 1v2. Bruxo goes to the outside to punish that down sig charge.
And Ailzo on the side of the stage. Yeah, once upon a time, the time that you could spend on the side of the stage there was a lot longer than that, right? So we see that wall slip, that just came in from experimental after MSI, and now it's like you get 2, maybe 3, and you got to get back on there, right? So Ailzo really being pressured here to get back to the stage, and every time that he gets back, he's just taking more and more damage. He's just trying to figure out how can I make this work? And that might be a way. Nope. Bruxo gets him with the D-Light side air, and they win the best of 5 in Game 5 on the verge of getting reverse 3-0'd by Yukki and Ailzo, who had just a phenomenal combination with the Diamond Head and the Dulce.
That was definitely a great comeback from the blue team. They were bringing that one back. It was looking so dire in game number 1 and game number 2, but they made the character swaps.